there's your winch up, pull, 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 pull. There you go. So the trick is, look at the horizon to see what it's doing.
Yeah.
Move your tiller a bit and feel it. There you go, now you can straighten out again a bit. So the winch handle is what gives us the strength on these winches.
Yeah.
So the way to use them is, if you look, when I push this, it moves that little square.
Yeah.
And when I push it in the right spot, it lines up, and that's how I can remove it. You'll find that if you're at the beginning, you're tempted to do this and use a second hand to pull up. It never works. And when you go to put it in, all you do is you get that square lined up and give it a little push, and it just comes down and in. Now it's locked in place.
Okay.
So I've got a faster way of going, which is harder, and I've got a slower way of going, which is easier. So because it's a 2-speed winch. So at the beginning, I go the hard way, and it's going to put stuff away easier, and then at the end, I go for the slower way. Remembering that that slower way, if you go too far, you can shred the sail in half and do some damage. So it's always, when I'm using my winch handle, I'm watching. If I'm turning this, is the sail still moving? Am I turning too far? I don't just watch my winch and crank. Hi, I'm Matt Dembitsky. I run LOW Sailing in Newfoundland here out of St. John's. I spent a decade as a super yacht captain, and my first sailing regatta, I was 4 months old. So I've got a little bit of sailing in my bones, and my favorite thing to do is help share other people that experience. Oh, that's wonderful. So we're gonna throw a tack in just to see what that's like, and so we don't get too close to this lee shore. So what that means is you're gonna push the helm across. I'm gonna release this sail when it flops, and Alex, you're gonna put it on that side.
Okay.
So we start with only 1 wrap on the winch. Okay. If you had 4 wraps and you're pulling quickly, centripetal force is gonna turn it into a snarl. Okay. So you're pulling quickly, and as soon as it starts to get at all difficult, throw an extra couple wraps on it.
Okay.
Cool?
Yes.
So your commands would be stand by.
Okay.
And so I would say I'm ready to tack. And then Amy, you'd say coming about. You're gonna push the helm across. And then I'll know to be ready to release that sail. When we come through the wind, you're gonna try to aim almost to, I would say, that hump on shore over there. Mm-hmm. That might do it. We'll see how it goes. Ready for it?
Ready.
So you're gonna say stand by.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Ready to tack, and now you say coming about.
Coming about.
And now watch how I release this line. It's a little more push, there you go. I'm watching my sail, that head sail. It's gonna flip across. I'm gonna put my hand up in the air, and I let go of it. Turning, there you go, and straighten out there. You can stay on that side, or you can come across, depending on how you feel it. This way, you gotta go past straight to stop the turn, and then you can bring it back again. So if you want, you can sit up here where you can see your foresail better, or you can sit down there and lean out.
I need to pull more.
Let's see where you're at. That's perfect. So you want to get the paper chart up here, Alexander, and see if you can figure out where you are?
This is not fun. I'll get my sea leg at some point.
Alright. Switch in my wife's ballet class a little bit.
So that's the island there. Point, so we're like about here.
Yeah, lovely. Exactly. Yep. So there's Kelly's Island, you got the red buoy. Yep. Beautiful. Okay, so let's try another tack, and let's see if we can get ourselves around Kelly's Island this time. So, you want to release this time, Alexander?
Okay.
And I'll sheet in. Once you've released, you can come over and finish sheeting it. You're gonna
And I'm pushing this.
push it, exactly. So you're going to do your release, and then you're going to come across and you're going to finish sheeting. So I'll do the start for you, and then you'll take it over. When you take it over, you'll say mine.
Okay.
So when you're standing by to tack, it's hand on the side. Unwrap your couple of wraps. Oh, I can feel a bit of tension there. I'll bring it back and give it an extra one.
Okay.
Now when ready to tack, turn your hand around. There we go. So you'll say stand by, and you'll shove it into my shins.
Okay, and coming
about. Now watch your sail, and as soon as you see it flip, so watch your sail, it's flipped.
Yeah.
Now you can release it. There you go. Just let go, just pop it up and let go. I'll take that. on this side. And then you can move yourself over to this side, straighten her out, and even go a little past straight to stop the turn. And then once you stop the turn, you can slowly bring it back towards center.
How do you know that it's tight enough? Like when I...
That's good there.
Yeah.
There you go. And so same thing, try to keep coming up into the wind till that sail is luffing. And then you'll come down a bit.
There's almost no movement.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little more sail out now. The waves are starting to get bigger, so we actually need a little more power to fight them. So I'll unfurl a bit and you'll sheet in a little bit on this. So you throw your wind channel in. There's a fair bit of pressure now. Crank a little bit.
Oh, that's... I have to undo that turn first?
So you just watch it. It'll probably be fine all the time.
Okay.
You just kind of keep an eye that it doesn't tangle. But yeah, I watch your sail and bring in some more. You can go the other way to go a little faster. Good there.
Leave it there?
Good there, yeah. But take your wind channel out. See, turn it. Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so I just let the rope go?
Yep. After you guys go to the mast, then away you go. And you'll see that line that I had used to pull the boom up. Right now it's cleated right in the center at the bottom of the mast there.
Yeah?
Pulling the boom down. So release that. Take your pressure off.
This one we leave there?
That one you'll get rid of, yep.
Okay.
But the next set you won't.
Do I leave it on?
Yep.
That's the one I think. That's the one I have to release?
The white with little red flecks, yeah. Yeah, that one there, yep. Sorry, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I need to release
To take it out of there, you got to let the halyard down a bit, right? Take the pressure off.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are shaking out your first reef.
Yes.
How'd that feel up there?
Alright. Me pretending like I know what I'm doing.
Little pull, pull. Go straight out.
I'll sit down.
Soon what we're going to do is we're going to jibe across. We're going to go over here into Chimney Cove and drop the anchor for a chilled lunch.
Sounds more active than I thought it would be, like the
steering part?
Yeah.
Yeah. To do a jibe, what we're going to do is, to do it safely, I'm going to bring this mainsail all the way in so it can't swing too fast across. I want you to point for the tip of the island there. It's going to be about a dead run. Just slowly, no big hurry. There we go. So that jib's telling us we're jibing. This will come across, and we're going to pull it in on this side. Go ahead and pull it. Now you can turn further, and we're going to go for almost there. You see, that was the jibe. There you go, so you can release that this side completely.
Am I just holding on to this, or I'm pulling it in?
You're on the winch. Oh. You're pulling. And we jibe. Beauty. So head downwind a little bit further.
Please turn off the camera.
We're convincing someone to come over and understand that. It's difficult, right? Watch the land there.
Yeah.
If you watch, I want to turn so it's kind of like with every wave, it's almost like it goes an inch up on the land every time it hits a wave. So I'm just letting it slowly creep up until it's luffing, and then I come down. I slowly creep up until it's luffing, and then I come down. This is day one. You're driving the boat. There you go. Now slow it down, straighten out. So you're just luffing if you look at your sail, and so you're going to creep down until it fills up. There. Okay, let's throw a tack in. So remember, for your release, watch till you see that sail flip across. And this time I'm going to see if you can release and get over here and pull in on this side. Okay. So Amy would normally give you a little pre-wrap there so it's ready.
Yes.
And what you guys will do is you're kind of going to do a circle. You'll push the helm over. He'll spin around the front, and you'll spin around the back, and you'll be in the right spot for after. Okay. But try to get yourself as close to the wind as possible before you tack. So other way. And Alex, what you want to do is get your bum over to that corner. You're almost facing backwards, and that way it's easier for you to come across after. So now go for a tack. Push, push, push. Across. Before you pull, wait till the sail comes across.
Okay.
Now. Keep pulling, keep pulling. Okay, now straighten out. So straighten means if watch, you might have to do a little extra to stop the turn.
Oh, okay.
And then you can bring it back.
Okay.
There you go. Now you can bring it back. There we go. Woohoo. So that's from here for the head sail?
What?
That's from here, the further line for the head sail.
Oh. Hold this in?
Yeah. Here you go. Now go. Almost there. There you go. Sorry, I forgot to say you're done.
Is it just me? And then I just leave it?
Yeah, please. There we go.
Good?
Perfect.
So it's in gear forward,
Yeah,
just a bit of guess.
exactly.
Okay.
And that allows me to point it into the wind while you guys lower the mainsail.
Alright.
And when you go up there, if you can release the boom bank, I'm going to clip the boom up on the topping lift right away.
Boom bag release.
Perfect. There we go.
More. See what we're doing.
Indeed.
Can I put it over?
Yeah. Jamie, you can steer the tiller. I'm going to run the engine. And we're going to bring ourselves in at just enough speed that we'll hit the back third of the dock to stop. And Alex, what you're going to want to do is actually go to the front of the boat.
Okay.
Because that's going to be at the dock first, and that gives you plenty of room to grab it and walk your way back, right?
Okay.
Now that he's got that line safely in hand, we're left. We can get the rest. Boom. Right here. Line. You can grab your bow line next, and you're good. And then onto the cleat. This one's going to come right here and onto the cleat. Okay. So there are 4 knots that we really need to know. Okay, that's for you. So our figure of 8, we've seen that. We do a bend in the rope. If we were to pull it through once, that's an overhand knot.
Okay.
When that goes tight, it's never coming undone. We do use that though. With the webbing here, you'll see that it's an overhand knot with another one coming backwards through it, because it's the only knot that'll hold on webbing. And when it's done on webbing, it'll actually come undone. But anyway, so we do our our figure of 8, we do our bite, and instead of going through the first side, we go around and come through the second side. And it's really easy because you can see that 8 nicely. So this 8 is a pretty 8, and it's what's called a stopper knot, because when it goes through something, it becomes fatter and it won't go through it, right? Yeah, there's your figure of 8. It's also a quick, easy one to stick a loop in the line somewhere, because you can bend the rope over and now tie a figure of 8. You got a figure of 8 on a bite, which gives you a loop. And that under major load can still be undone with a bit of difficulty, but it can be undone. So all it was a figure of 8 pretending that the 2 ropes are 1 rope, right? So I bend, I go around, and I go in, and that's my double 8. So can you tie your single 8?
Yeah.
So tie your single 8, just pretend this is 1 rope instead of 2. So fold the rope together and tie your same figure of 8. So I folded it together and I ignore the fact that I've got 2 ropes, and I act if it's 1, and I tie that same figure of 8.
Right?
Yes, perfect.